What's up, you guys? How you guys doing? This is another video of one of the anime that I watched. I want to say I can't fully remember when I watched it. I think I was in college when I watched it, but it is Erased right here. Now, Erased was pretty good. If I remember, it's only 12 episodes. But basically, the story is like this man. He's like 22. He works at like a pizza shop. He works with like this like a murder when he's like a kid, and it's like he like finds out like this girl he liked back when he was young like died or whatever. So he like goes back in time as like a 22-year-old, like as the mind of a 22-year-old, but he's like I think he's in like fourth grade back in time, and he's like trying to save like his female friend. And like every couple of episodes, it's like he goes back to the future for a second. This show is very sick, but it was pretty obvious who the villain of the story was. So it's kind of like a really straightforward show. But the theme song, like the opening, is so fire. 10 out of 10 opening. 10 out of 10 opening. It has you having so many feelings. It's actually kind of mind blowing how many feelings it gives you. But basically, the only thing that happens is he just goes back in the past a couple times. Tokyo Revengers kind of took this idea and kind of stole like what is it called? The delinquent thing, and kind of fused it together. I feel like the creator of Tokyo Revengers probably watched Erased and then wanted to have like his own kind of time travel kind of delinquent type of anime, and that's where he got the idea from. Because that's kind of how it feels. Because sometimes when I'm watching anime shows, I could kind of feel when someone possibly took inspiration to create it, even though a lot of anime shows do that already in general. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Tokyo Revengers too in another video. But Erased is really simple. I mean, there's not really nothing to say about it. It's like he ends up saving the girl, and then he goes back to the future, and I think it's like something like they think he like murdered someone, and he's like running away or something like that. I haven't watched the ending of it in a while, but it's a really good show. But it's really crazy because like I remember one part of it. I remember when he goes to the future, it's like he erases the teenage girl, like she doesn't exist no more, or some shit. It's like weird because he's going to a new future now. So that's like what I remember from the show. But it's like a chill show that you can watch in like 2.5 hours. I mean, when I watched it, I literally like binge watched it. Same thing when it comes to My Hero. When My Hero first came out, and it was only like 2 seasons, and I was in college, I was snowed in. I watched My Hero in like a couple hours. I watched Death Note in a couple hours, and then I watched Assassination Classroom for like 3 days. Like I think I watched it for like 3 days, and I watched it at night when I got out of class or whatever. But yeah, it's a really good anime just to watch if you want to just throw something on, something that's a psychological thriller, but it ain't deep. It's very simple, but it's still a good little watch. Like if I was enjoyment wise, I'll give it like an 8. It's pretty good. I don't really have a lot to say about it besides that. So I hope you guys have a good one. Take care. Peace and blessings.